Hey, what's up? What's up, Cherry? Oh, Sherry, sorry. Hey, what's up, How? How you doing, brother? You coming in today? Pause. Can y'all hear me? Let me see. Let me see if I can. What's up, Customology? Chastity, what's good? So how y'all doing? Everybody good? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. What's up?
Hello, hello.
What's
How
up? You sound like you busy.
Well, actually, we're doing Cigar Week. We're at Fellowships.
Okay.
Yeah, Cam Spa here in Atlanta
Okay.
for Cigar Week, and we are doing the whole, But yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, because you know what? I know you do have a lot of clients and stuff, and the things that you do. So I also wanted to have a conversation with you, or bring you in.
Okay.
As I advertise throughout the week, I'll let everybody know I got in a fight last weekend, right?
Oh, wow.
So, and the things that led up to it, right? How long will you be able to stay on?
I'll be on. I'm waiting for them now. Just probably about 10 minutes.
Okay, all right. So I'll get into the story, right? So, so last Friday I did a poker night, right?
Okay.
And for about 2 months, I've been planning it for about 2 months. So my cousin is part of this liquor brand, this micro brand, small brand, some whiskey, right?
Uh-huh.
And I talked to this homeboy. I was like, "Oh, look, I know y'all do events, y'all sponsor this, y'all sponsor that." I said,
Uh-huh.
"I'm doing a poker night at the Gentleman's Factory."
Okay.
And the Gentleman's, just real quick side thing. The Gentleman's
Uh-huh.
Factory is basically a networking group, and it's prominent throughout New York City, right? Especially Brooklyn.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, okay, I'm doing a poker night. It's good for the brand. It's good for us. If y'all want to sponsor, that's fine. It's going to be people that want to spend money. Obviously, they're already in the mindset of spending money.
Okay.
The guy said, cool. I'm not going to mention his name or whatever. The guy said, cool. Let's do it. It does, just let me know. I'll get you a couple cases and we'll do that, blah, 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 right? So time is going by. I'm setting up, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm setting everything up. I'm getting the venue. Thank you, Chastity. Shout out to the Wells gang. Shout out to Last Day Wells. Okay. And I'm setting everything up, but getting the tables, getting the venue, getting the chips, marketing, branding. I even put their logo
Uh-huh.
on the flyer, right?
Okay.
So it's getting to now I'm getting to like maybe 2 weeks left
Okay.
to
Okay.
the event, and I'm giving updates. I'm hitting them up, right? So I'm calling him, right? He won't pick up. The guy won't pick up. So he's ducking me. So at this point, I already know what it is, but I just want to get some clarity, So one Sunday, I call him the Sunday before, right? So the event is on a Friday. The Sunday before,
Okay.
I call him on a Sunday. He picks up. He says, "I'm going." He says, "I don't have any information for you right now. I'm gonna because I'm on the way to my son's birthday party. Obviously, my computer's not in front of me. Once I get back and get to my computer, I'll let you know something, right?"
Okay.
I'm like, "Okay, cool. Let me know." So I hung up. So the next day, I call my cousin because he never hit me back.
Okay.
So I call my cousin. I'm like, "Listen, if your man's is not really the guy to talk to," I said, he needs to tell me that. You know what I'm saying? if he can't make it happen or if he just bullshitting, let me, he need to let me know.
Okay.
Because it's all right, I'll call him, whatever. The following day, so now it's like Tuesday. My cousin texted me and said, yeah, he said you and him spoke, right?
He said what?
He said him and I spoke.
Okay. Okay.
Right? And I'm like, yeah, technically we spoke, but
Uh-huh.
we didn't talk about no business. Like we didn't talk about the liquor.
Okay.
So now you just lying. So now you just lying to my cousin. Like what's going on, right? So him and my cousin do. Oh, another thing. So him, and my cousin are in a text group. Do you hear me?
Uh-huh. Say what now?
Okay. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you?
Hey, good. So him, me, and my cousin are in a text group. So we're texting the same day. He puts a picture in the group that he's at a bar. So I'm like, wait a second. He told me that he was at his son's birthday party.
Okay.
And I guess he realized what he was doing, or what he did, where he messed up at, and he wound up texting, "Oh, I'm gonna after this last drink, I'm gonna go back to my my son's party."
Okay.
I'm like, bro, who leaves their son's birthday party to go to a bar and then go back? Like that doesn't even make sense.
Okay.
So they do a event every Thursday at the same bar that the guy was at.
Okay.
So this is the Thursday before my event. So this is the next. My event is the next day. So this is moving time forward. So I decided, I say, you know what? I'm gonna run up on him at the event early before we start drinking or whatever. Right? So I get there early. I get there when it starts at 7:00.
Okay.
So when I get there, one of the servers tells me that I can't. I can't stay because I don't have a vaccine card.
Okay.
Right? I didn't have my vaccine card, right? So I left, so I had to leave. So I was there by my offices nearby. So I winded up hitting my cousin up and saying, hey, they blah blah blah, they wouldn't let me in. So my cousin said, don't worry, I'm about to be there in a second. You come on back.
Wow.
So I came on back, right? Because my plan was to catch him while everybody's sober. That was my plan. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't work out like that. So, I approached him. I said, listen, man, my event is tomorrow. Like, what's going on? He's giving me all type of excuse. Oh, yeah, it's fashion week. It was fashion last week, and it's this and that, blah, 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 blah. So I said, all right, forget it. Just let me know. If you could do something tomorrow, let me know. So the night goes on, everybody's, drinking or whatever. And it's winding down, but him and I are standing like next to each other. And I'm like, listen, bro. I was like, listen, my event is tomorrow. Like, you can't give me no information. Oh, yeah, if my other guy came, we could have got you some cases and blah, blah, blah. I said, bro, my thing is tomorrow. He was like, yeah, but, if Buddy was here, we can talk. I'm like, we've been talking about this for months. Why am I now just hearing that you can't really do anything? Right? Like I said, yo, you walk around like you the boss. Like you're not a boss. You're not the boss. So why am I talking to you? So that kind of set him off. so now we're going back and forth.
So this is why you all got into a.
Yeah. So it was an altercation, and we started going back and forth. He's like, oh, so if you could get it, you came to me because you need me. You need a liquor brand. I'm like, bro, I know plenty of people that have a liquor brand. This is my cousin is involved, so I said, my cousin helped me out. I'm gonna help my cousin out, or I'm gonna keep it in the family. If my family dealing with something, I'm gonna bring it in. It's not that's what it is. Oh nah. And I started naming like other liquor brands. Also, if you can get down, why you come to me? Like, bro, like stop. Like number one, you waiting for your man to come, and you can't even pull the trigger. So you start. I say you a I forgot what I call him. Well, a peon or whatever the fuck I call him.
Well, we first of all, we know ignorance promotes violence.
Right. We know. Yeah. So what happened was So now we in each other's faces. He a little bit taller than me, so we talking back and forth. So I'm feeling a little spit, like on, you know what I'm saying? So, I just, I start I grabbed him and started pushing him and started choking him. So now people are, I don't know why that's my go-to move. I don't know why I don't know, but whatever. So now people break us up. He swings, hits, like he kind of grazes me, and that was pretty much it. That's so it wasn't a whole complete fight. It was more of a scuffle.
Well, how do you move forward?
Yeah.
What do you do next? Have you made it right?
I mean, we talked to my cousin. He said he let it go. So, so I let it go. I'll be an asshole if I didn't.
But we have to work through our differences, and we can't be violent in our differences.
Right. I know.
Okay.
I got you.
Just be having a good time and just letting it go.
I got you.
Right.
All right.
So.
But
let's say that we're gonna choose. You need to just let it go and
no, I'm letting it go. But that's my point.
And have a martini in the midst of that. Sit.
What's up? Hey, look, I appreciate you listening to me. I know you busy and you got a lot of going on. I got my boy coming in. All right. I said I got my boy coming in. I said I appreciate you, listening to the story and joining me.
Definitely, it was great catching up. I want you to make it right. I want to hear about the ending of this, making it right, because
I got you.
We got
all right. All right.
We got that. And hello, all of his viewers, and I saw my little cousin pop in, and yeah. So hello. If anybody's here in the A to the L, I'm in DC now, but I'm here in ATL. But yeah, so definitely. And this is, Sherelle. You met Sherelle.
Yeah, I met Sherelle. How you doing, Sherelle?
With amazing culture. You all visit amazing culture. We've had events all week this week, so yeah, for Cigar Week. So we in Atlanta. Yeah, go ahead, say it. Okay.
Hey everybody. Anyone that is in Atlanta will have access to Atlanta TV at 11 o'clock tonight. I'll be featured on WSB under the America Strong segment. I'm super excited about that. Tom Jones interviewed me today. We talked about resilience and how we can make it to the top, fulfill your full purpose, and that, succumb to woe is me. And so I shared my story today, and it's going to be featured tonight. So if you are in Atlanta, tune in at 11 o'clock WSB TV with Tom Jones, the America Strong segment. Thank you for allowing me to do this. It's so good to meet you. Peace and
peace. Nice to meet you as well.
Hey, virtually face to face, even though we had a conversation.
There you go.
Of course, I represent Sherelle. So
there you go.
Definitely, if you don't follow me, please do follow. And Jeff is a great guy, and I know, like I said, all of that will work out, and so I'm happy that you let me come on.
No problem. Talk to you later.
Okay, bye everybody.
Let me see. All right, so now let's see what else we can bring in, get a little bit more perspective on my story. Oh, wow. Okay. So, all right. So everybody's still here. All right. So just to recap. Yeah. So the thing I want to talk about, the reason why I brought up the story and the reason why I got into a fight is because, I felt dragged along, you know what I mean? Obviously it was liquor involved, but, I think to have accountability for yourself and to hold other people accountable is very important. And the reason why that is because your word is supposed to be the thing that you go by and the thing that people judge you on. So if you say you can do something, then you're going to have to follow through with it, right? For example, right? A lot of people don't really know the benefits of just doing good business, right? A lot of people, they think they have to swindle people or go behind somebody's back. But when you do that, especially in the realm that we're in, especially even in New York or Brooklyn, the The hold on real quick. Let me see what's going on here, guys. Cool, Gene.
Yo, what's up, brother?
What up? What up? So,
Yeah,
how you doing, brother?
good, man. Just came from a speaking engagement.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
with the assembly member. Yeah.
So I just want to introduce you real quick. So
Yeah, sorry, I'm driving, bro.
No, it's all good. So
All
I
right.
see you got the top down.
Yeah, enjoying the last few days of summer, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody, this is Gene Alert. This is a friend, a brother, and a bit of a mentor to myself. Basically the guy to know around New York City, especially Brooklyn. Worked with the likes of Kevin Hart. Worked with theater at Westbury, and basically any type of urban comedy. He was the guy to go see. Worked with NFL players, New York Giants to be exact. This guy owns, he does real estate. He does branding for other. I don't know. Maybe it was the signal. Let me see. Can y'all hear me? Maybe Gene's signal was weak. Let's see. Can y'all hear me? Oh man. Okay. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. No, I ain't kick you out. Hold on. Invite. I ain't kick you. I ain't even press nothing. Send request. All right. I'm gonna send another request.
Yo, you kicked me out, bro.
Yo, shut up. Yeah, you got bad signal.
Yo, bro, I don't know how, man. Like,
You driving?
I got the top down, bro. I'm chilling. I got 4 bars, 5 bars.
I don't know. You also got.
Man.
You still got Sprint, right?
No, bro.
All right. So basically, the guy to know within in New York City and Brooklyn. So this is Gene Alert. So yeah, man. So I wanted to bring you. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to bring you in because we've had this conversation multiple times, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm gonna tell you the big reason why I wanted to bring you on, because we had conversations, and I've seen this play out through, especially because, spoiler alert, I used to work for Gene, so I've seen this play out multiple times, where you yourself had partners, right? And your partners, they would, walk around and act and talk like they was the boss, right? And they would say that they're the boss and this and this and that. But when it came down to, let's say, for example, right? So one day he wasn't in the office, and the Wi-Fi was out, and we're looking around, and I'm like, "Yo, the Wi-Fi out." They're like, "Oh, call Gene." I'm like, "What? What do you mean? Like, I thought y'all was partners." You know what I'm saying? I thought y'all was the boss. Like, they was like, "No, call Gene." I'm like, "But I had to call you." So I'm like,
Yeah. So wait, you're not the boss then?
"Yeah."
That's funny, bro. I didn't know.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
and I learned, that taught me a lesson that day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That taught me a lesson that day. And another time, I think it was something to do with a card, like a business card, company account, right? Where and I was just gonna tell you that, like, they were like taking cabs, eating lunch with the money, right? And then you got sick of it, like they were like continuously doing it. You got sick of it, and you took the card from them, basically. And then in my mind, I'm like, wait a second, wait a second, that stayed etched in my mind for it's gonna stay etched in my mind for the rest of my life. That would never happen to me, ever. You know what I mean? Ever in my life. I told myself that day, I said that would never happen to me. And it's like, and and the reason why I related to Dame Dash, because I took it to heart when he said that if you don't put up your own money, you're not the boss, right? So for example, once again, if I'm the boss, I don't need to call if there's a bill that need to be paid in the office. I'm the one to pay it.
Yeah.
I don't need to be texting somebody else like, yo, we got to pay the Wi-Fi or we got to pay the light bill or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
what's your take on that?
I mean, so thanks for sharing. The funny thing is, right? You know, my biggest problem with my former partners were they used to always strut around doing that, and you know, and if you know me, you know that it doesn't matter if you were an intern or you were, you know, my CFO. Like you were all my partners. You know what I mean? Like so when I introduce you in public, it's always, oh, this is my partner. This is my partner.
Yeah.
You know, and but sometimes that word would make them feel when I'm not around, it would make them act a certain way to other people.
Yeah.
And I remember an opportunity that I had with This Is 50. So you're talking about me. So so we were doing this comedy show, and there was an opportunity we had with 50 Cent, and the guy that we were working with did the same thing,
right,
with in 50's office,
right,
and they went back to 50. And they basically told him like, "Yo, this guy's here talking about he makes you money."
right.
So 50 was like, "No, he doesn't make me money. I allow him to make me money."
Right.
And now I'm cutting it off. So he lived legit. 50 lived legit. Just cut like a 30. We made that one night. We made like 25,000 on our opening night. He legit cut $1 million business because he had to check somebody. And that rule is, if you guys ever read this book, it's called The 48 Laws of Power. Rule number 1, you never outshine the master. And it's not about being a master, right? It's about knowing your position and knowing your role and understanding it, right? And never treating people badly, right? So in my position, I've been a quote unquote boss, I guess, since I was 18 years old. I'm turning 40 in November 10th, right?
Yeah.
And
damn.
Yeah, I know.
What Kevin Hart say to Don Cheeto?
Yeah. So it's like I don't feel 40, bro. Like sometimes just to test myself out, like I'll race a teenager and shit. Like I'm like, yo, I'll race you down the block.
That's
so anyway, but all jokes aside, it's just like you have to do right, do good by people. You know what I'm saying? You have to do the right thing by people. You have to treat people with respect. It don't matter if it's the janitor to the CEO. You know, like my first real estate $1 million real estate deal came from a janitor, because every day in the mortgage business, in the real estate business, when I worked in Long Island, I used to eat lunch. All the people in my office didn't want to eat lunch with this little black kid. You know what I mean? So I ate lunch with the janitor, and then it was like 3 of them. And come to find out, the janitor's daughter was a big corporate lawyer, and she was buying a house in the city. She was buying an apartment in the city, and it was my first $1 million deal. Came from a janitor. And when I remember bringing it to my office, they were like, "Yo, where'd you get this deal from?" And I said, "Yo, Juan." And they were like, "What? The janitor?" Like, I was like, "Yeah, because you guys in your fancy suits, in your fancy cars, you don't want to talk to them." You know what I mean? But you know I come from real humble beginnings, man. Like I'm from Haiti, man. I was born in Haiti. I remember moving to Brooklyn. My mom lived on, you know what I'm saying? She on a couch, on my aunt's couch and shit. Like, so there's no stunting, walking with my nose up. You know what I mean? Like that's not gonna happen, bro. You know, so being a boss to me is just being a good leader and understanding that you got to treat people with respect. You know? And yo, you want to know something funny?
Hold on, real quick.
Yeah.
Hold that thought. I'm gonna get you out, go get out of here and come back in because you've been frozen the whole time.
For real?
Yeah. So just go out and I'll bring you back in.
All right, cool.
All right. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm gonna get a good visual, good show for y'all. Hold on. I don't know why this guy decided to drive. Could have stayed right there. All right, hold on. Real quick, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna bring my guest back in, and it's taking a bit of time. There we go. All right. Boom. Boom. All right. Should be back up in a few seconds. Oh, my bad. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
All right. It was frozen for me. So somebody said it wasn't frozen, but you know.
Yeah. So I just pulled over, man. I parked.
Oh, my bad. No. It was frozen on my end. So everyone said it wasn't frozen.
You got that bad Wi-Fi, bro.
Okay.
I'm messing with you, man. But yeah, man. So I wanted to tell you a story, bro, today. Yeah. And knowing that I was coming on this live, right, it was interesting because something happened to me about the integrity, the boss thing, or just being a person with good integrity. Mm-hmm. And people that, because when you have integrity and you operate your business of such, mm-hmm. everyone's going to talk good about you when they bring you up, right? Yep. And I sleep real good at night knowing that I do good business. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or I try my hardest. Like, you know me, bro. I'll go out my way to make sure that my clients are satisfied. So anyway, so today I'm working on a project in the building, right? Mm-hmm. So I hired a carpenter and a painter. So today we went to Home Depot to go get material, mm-hmm. right? As we're pulling up to the Home Depot on Nostrand, my main contractor sees me, mm-hmm. right? So it's like most people would feel like, oh shoot, you're cheating on your main contractor with these other guys, right? Yeah. And so most contractors would be offended, sort of like, yo, why you didn't call me? Why did you work with this guy? Right. But he came to the window. I gave him a pound. I told him, yo, these guys are doing this job for me. What's up, Jude? And so we go into Home Depot. So that's the one guy. So when we walk into Home Depot, we go to the last aisle to get sheetrock and tools and material. And I see the guy, my contractor, Malik, that did the renovation in my house. Right. So he's with a client. And so he sees me and he's like, oh my God, Dr. G, man, yo, man, how's the baby? Because, how's the family? And so the lady is like, oh, you guys know each other? I was like, yo, bro, this is my first, he did the renovation in my house. Mm-hmm. And he's a good guy, and I'm talking about him, he's talking about me. And now my contract, the people I was with, they're like, whoa, like I don't see this type of interaction. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. Because it's like a doggy dog, that contractor world, that you know what I'm saying? Like they all like eating each other's food. Like no one really shares and splits the pie, right? And investors sort of have a bad rap too, because they like, we picked the best price or we picked the cheapest person or whatever. And I feel like I spread it out. I have different contractors do different work. Right. And I spread it out, bro. And so we left. As we're leaving, I needed a person to ship, bring the material to the building. Mm. So one guy, the Spanish guy, comes up to me. He works out a deal with me, and we agree a price. Everything worked out. But then 2 seconds later, I see another, my other guy came, and he saw me, and he was like, yo, Gene, what's up? And then now my contractors that I'm with, they're like, yo, you know everybody, bro. And I said, no. You see, I was like, yo, and he said, you know what? He said, you know what I realized? Everybody was excited to see you. Right. Not one person gave you a frown. Not one person try to avoid you, eye contact with you. They came up to you and they were like, yo, Gene, what's up? Yeah. and people in Home Depot were like saying the same thing. You know, like just coming up to me, giving me pounds, talking to me, connecting, like, yo, can I get your card again? And he said, I've never been to Home Depot with anybody that happened to.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And so I told him, I said, it's because, number one, I pride myself in making sure I do good stuff.
Right.
Period. Like, even if it means me losing an opportunity, I'd rather walk away.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, I got that in my notes. We're gonna talk about that in a second.
Yeah, I'd rather walk away, bro.
Yeah.
And because I need to sleep good at night, bro.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, since Jude's on the phone, he's here. We had something. He's down there.
Right.
So
you want to bring him in?
We can.
All right.
Yeah, Jude knows more than enough of that, man. But so yeah, it just reminded me, because I knew we were having this conversation today, and I said, wow, look at that, man. Look at God.
Right.
My man Jude, what's up, brother?
What's good, King?
Good, man. Good.
What's going on?
We talking about, so the conversation he brought me on was about integrity and doing the right thing and just being a genuine good guy, right? And
right.
And doing the right thing in business. So you came on and I said, wow, this is interesting, because, you know, me and you just dealt with a situation, right, where it sort of was about to test our integrity, right? And we stepped away from the situation to keep our names good, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we're not gonna throw nobody under the bus, but what I'm saying is, like, we rather walk away, give everybody back their money, and go home and sleep good at night.
Integrity is paramount, right? And it's funny. I recently just had a situation a couple of days ago, where somebody else's integrity was in question, and like, I came out of my pocket, wrote a check, and then my other man hit me like outside of the group chat. He was just like, yo, why'd you cut the check? Because you were not at fault or anything like that, right? And I said, look, I work hard, and I work clean, right? And the purpose of me working hard is so that money can never compromise a situation for me.
Right.
Yep.
So it's like, if I work hard to get money, I'm not going to let money interfere between friendships, integrity, or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was able to just write a check and just know, hey, that's my man. I don't like what he did, but I'm not going to argue, and I'm not going to break the friendship over it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's the reason why I stress out at work, so that like, finances is just a small thing, right? And I think the problem is that we are not properly trained on how to look at finances, where it sometimes compromises our integrity. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
So in regards to what Gene was talking about, he moves with integrity, and he's straight up, so everybody respects him. And he deals with one contractor, and the contractor knows, hey, this is the guy for my high end stuff, or this is the guy for my stuff in Long Island. And the other contractor, and he's straight up about it. He lets them know, hey, this is the guy who's quick, fast, and for rentals. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And there might be another guy that you might use for the sole purpose that they're autonomous, that it might be a little more expensive, but you don't have to think about it.
You don't gotta babysit. You don't gotta do nothing.
Yeah, they'll make all the
Exactly.
decisions, and when you move with integrity, people can decipher and understand, like, their role, if they want to be in your solar system.
Right.
So super duper important, like, I talk a lot of crap on social media, right? I talk a lot of crap.
You drop a lot of jewels, bro. You don't talk crap, man. I don't think you talk crap.
But I'm able to do so because I've been doing business in 25 plus years in New York City, and I could stand up there, I could stand on my IG pedestal and say, hey, this is what you should do, this is what you should do, and that is what you should do, because I know that there's no one out there that could come up and say, hey, you know, Jude's full of garbage. That's not how he gets down. Listen to what he did to me.
Right.
Or listen to how he's being disingenuous.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable getting on my platform, getting on my soapbox, or whatever some people may call it,
Right.
Because I know nobody can call me out.
Right. There you go.
And once you move with integrity, you know, like even if they don't like what you're saying, they always gotta respect it. Even if they don't agree with what you're saying, they gotta respect it.
That's a fact.
No, that's a fact.
That's
about
a fact.
sleeping. It's about sleeping good at night, man.
There
That's
you go.
period.
There you go.
You know?
Well, thank you, Jude, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for dropping some jewels for us, man. Everybody follow Jude. What's your social media?
Mr. Jude Bernard.
Mr.
Oh,
Jude
go ahead.
Bernard.
Yeah. Mr. Bernard at Mr. Jude Bernard.
There you go. Cool, man.
Yeah,
thank you, man.
he's the owner of the Brooklyn Bank, right? Let me tell you, man, this guy is responsible for feeding, like last Thanksgiving, the day my father had the stroke, I was with him, and we gave out 1,000, fed over 1,000 families in Brooklyn because of him. You know what I mean? When the earthquake just happened in Haiti, let me tell you what happened, bro. When the earthquake just happened in Haiti, this guy right away, I think as soon as I don't think Haiti stopped shaking yet, bro.
Yeah.
This guy was already on it to like help people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so oh wait, let me make sure. Give me 1 second. This lady is behind me. I don't want her to hit my car. This guy is called his company's called the Brooklyn Bank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
no, I was gonna tell Jude that I was gonna tell him. I don't know if he see in the comments, but the reason, basically the premise behind this episode is because I got into a fight last Thursday, like a physical altercation. I haven't gotten into a physical altercation in years behind somebody who said that they was gonna do something, and then it wound up being, you know, false advertisement or whatever. I admit I shouldn't have gotten into a fight, obviously, but which is why I wanted to bring up the subject of integrity and having a good reputation. You know what I mean? So because people really don't understand the benefits of just doing good business. You know what I mean?
Definitely. But to your defense, sometimes you have to speak somebody's language because they don't understand yours.
That's a fact. that's a fact. That's true. Yeah, that's a fact.
Respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully, yeah.
You know, like the other day, well, about a month ago, I had an event at the space, and somebody was dumping garbage, and I went out there, and you know, they just had a lot to say,
Right.
and I was just like, hey, I'm speaking to you respectfully,
right.
You know, and all profanity after profanity and SMD and this, that, the other.
Whoa.
So I'm just like, with all due respect, brother, I'm a businessman, and I, right. You know, like I'll be happy to just sit here and discuss your grievances, and we
right.
could, you know what I'm saying, we could try to resolve them. But if you want to take it a different step,
right?
You know, I'm from Bedford and Farragut.
There you go. There you go.
So I'm giving you the option.
Right.
I'm giving you the option. If you want to talk about whether we agree or disagree, if we want to do this like gentlemen or like businessmen, we can do so.
Right.
Or if you want to take it, if you're incapable of dealing with it as a civilized human being,
right.
I could take it to the way it was done back in Flatbush before Starbucks.
Right. right.
So I you know what I'm saying? And the only sad part about you standing there, you know, throwing blows with someone,
Yeah.
is that the people driving by in the car,
Oh yeah.
they don't know what transpired. They
Right.
don't know who you are, and they you know what I'm saying, they'll just probably just lump you into a category
Right.
that clearly
Yeah.
you're not in.
Right. Right. Right.
So that's the only bad side to it. But unfortunately, if they don't speak English, you, you just might have to start speaking
Yeah.
Spanish.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. That's
So don't ever no matter what your primary language is,
right.
you should never be ashamed of the fact that you're bilingual.
There you go.
Yo.
Yo, that's what's up. Yeah. Yeah. Cause and then just to piggyback on what you and Gene was talking about, like, you know, just because, you know, when you tell somebody something and you're dragging them along. So let me rehash real quick, just so you know. So I started doing a poker night for the Gentleman's Factory.
Okay.
So you know,
Shout out to Jeff Lindor.
there you go.
Jeff Lindo, what up, bro?
There you go. What up, Jeff? So, like 2 months before, I you know, because my cousin is involved with this liquor company. It's a whiskey. It's a I'm not gonna get into specifics because people don't know what it is. So,
Haitian whiskey?
huh?
The Haitian whiskey?
No,
Okay.
way far from Haitian.
Okay.
Way far from Haitian whiskey. Different nationality. Type of whiskey. But yeah. So I'm like, yeah, listen, I'm doing a poker night. I feel like whiskey goes with what I'm doing. Plus, the Gentleman's Factory is, you know, known throughout New York and Brooklyn. The poker, I'm wearing the tuxedo. You know, it's gonna be a good little vibe. Plus, I know y'all doing events here and there throughout the city. What do you think? He said, "Oh, that sounds good. Let's do it." Blah blah blah. Da, 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 da. This is 2 months out from the event. So now, you know, it's getting closer and closer. I done put the brand on my flyer, right? At this point, that my digital flyer that I'm passing around. And it gets the week before, the Sunday before that, because the event is on Friday. I call him Sunday. So prior to that Sunday, I was calling him. He wouldn't pick up. So he finally picks up on a Sunday. He says, "Listen, I'm on my way to my son's birthday party. I'm gonna call you when I get home because obviously I'm not in front of a computer. Once I get in front of a computer, I'll let you know how much inventory we can let out, like a couple cases or whatever." I'm like, "Listen, I don't need like a whole thing. Like, just give me one case, a couple cases, whatever it is." He said, "Okay." So, mind you, him, me, and my cousin are in a text group because I'm going through him because my cousin helped me out through some things. So I figured, yo, this is good for him. He'll have a successful event that he can put under his belt within that company. And so he texts in the group that he's at a bar, right? He sends a picture, and I'm in my mind, I'm like, yo, I thought he said he was at a birthday party. So a couple of texts later, I guess he realized what he did. And he says, "Oh, just one more drink, and I'm going back to my son's party." I'm like, bro, who, for real? Like, you know. So whatever. I left it. I didn't even say anything. So I called my cousin the next day. I'm like, "Listen, if your man is not the guy I need to talk to, he need to let me know." Like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? He need to let me know because it does, him dragging me along doesn't make sense. So my cousin calls me the next day. He said, "Yeah, he said you and him talked." I'm like, "Yeah, we technically we talked, but we didn't talk about you know, the liquor at all." So I feel like he lied to my cousin saying that we talked, as in we talked about the business. So now it's Thursday. Thursday comes. The Thursday before the event, my event, right? So they do something like every Thursday at a local bar in Bed-Stuy, and every Thursday. So I said, okay, I'm just gonna run up on him. Since he won't pick up the phone, I'm gonna run up on him, is like, to see what's up. And I said, I'm gonna get there at 7:00 when everybody's sober. You know what I'm saying? When it starts, everybody's sober, and so I'm gonna just sit there and wait so I can, you know, have a one-on-one with him. So when I got there, the server told me I couldn't stay in there because I didn't have a vaccine card. So I had to leave. So I wound up going to Gene's office, and chilling out for a little bit till my cousin got there. And my cousin said, "Oh, don't worry about that. They was tripping. So come on." So now I get there, the same server's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You know, I didn't mean to. You know, I didn't want you to be mad at me. Blah blah blah. I hope I didn't make an enemy." So now he's trying to get on my good. So he's like, "Oh, free. I'm gonna give you a couple of free shots and a couple of drinks." Like he was like feeding me because he was just like, you know, because it was kind of embarrassing. I'm gonna keep it real with you because it's like it was early, so the lights was on. Everybody could see I got turned around. So it was, you know, I really didn't take it personal because I know, like, it's just bit like, I understand, I get it. If you know you don't want to get fined from the city or whatever. So I didn't take it personal. So anyway, long story short, drinks are flowing at this point. It's about the end of the night. So I go up to the guy and I'm like, "Yo, bro, like, what's going on? Can you tell me some information?" He's like, "Oh, if my boy such and such was here, we can get a couple cases." I'm like, "What are you talking about? We've been talking for months, like literally 2 months. So why am I just not hearing about Buddy?" So we start going back and forth, and comes out of my mouth. I'm like, "You, bro, you acting like you the boss. You not a fucking boss. You just big. You blah blah blah, right?" So now he's like, "Oh, what you need me? You need me for the liquor." I'm like, "Bro, I don't need you. I know other liquor brands. I know Vakila. I know Devil's Reef. I know all these guys, right?" He's like, "Oh, so why you coming?" I'm saying, "Cause my cousin. I'm gonna keep it real with you, my cousin." So now I'm just like, I'm full Dame Dash at this point. Like I'm like, "You not a boss. You da da da."
You got the champagne bottle.
Yeah. I'm full Dave Dash. And so now we in each other's faces. He a little taller than me. So when he's speaking, I feel it spit. So we in the bar. So I don't know. I just blacked out and started just kind of pushing them and choking them at the same time. And then they broke us up. So when we break up, now he swing on me, he hit me, and that was pretty much it. Like it wasn't a full out knockdown, drag out fight. Right? But you know, I feel like all of that could have been avoided. Because here's the thing, once you realize that you can't do something, it's okay. It's all right. And if you're not the guy to make the decision, just tell me. You know what I'm saying? It's fine.
I got 2 questions for you.
Yes, sir.
Where did you go wrong? And what lessons were learned?
Where did I go wrong? Within that, throughout the whole thing, or just in that?
Yeah, throughout the whole thing, because everything's a learning
right.
A learning lesson.
Right. I feel like once I realized that he wasn't the guy to make the decision, I should have just left communication with him. You know what I mean? I feel like.
When did you think that happened?
Pretty much before, like 2 weeks prior to my event.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the lesson. That's the lesson right there. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we just gotta kind of look at the situation, and when there's a whole lot of this and there's not enough of this,
yeah,
or this, that, the other. It's just like you know, you got your pip hat on right now, so just like you know those shorties that just running game dinner after dinner after dinner, but ain't nothing ever happening. It's just, you're just like the dinner factory.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So at some point you got to kind of wise up. You kind of wise up and just like look at it and just like take your L. Yeah. But the problem we as men come is that it's like, yo, I'm 5 dinners in. I gotta get in that. You know, I gotta see that. And then we're 7 dinners in. Then we're 10 dinners in. Then we're 12 dinners in. But by the third dinner, we knew, you like, in hindsight, you're like, damn, I knew by the third dinner that this was a waste of time.
Yeah.
But it's like you're putting you're putting good money after bad money. And
I've said that right here on this show so many times.
And since
I did it.
So you threw good money after bad money, but it really wasn't money. But guess what? Time is money.
Time is money.
So you threw good time after bad time, but it's a learning lesson.
Yep.
So now I got another question for you.
Yes, sir.
In regards to your relationship with this gentleman right now,
Mm-hmm.
that was left in a hostile situation.
Mm-hmm.
How do you correct that? Because this, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be the best of friends,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
But you definitely don't want the last thing that transpired between you and another black man
Yeah.
is like pushing and shoving
Right.
and being drug out of a bar,
Right.
Yeah.
because
You
you know
got
what I'm saying, you're gonna run into him again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like, depending on the situation that you run into him again, whether you had a couple that day, whether he got a couple that day, whether he's with his boys, whether you with a shorty,
Yeah.
you know, it would be best to clear that air prior to doing so.
Yeah.
that's the OG right there, bro.
That's a
Like,
fact.
That's a
like,
fact.
there needs to be no apologies.
Right.
There needs to be no apologies. There needs to be no rehashing of statements, but the air has to get cleared.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we seen Menace to Society, and we seen all them Carlito's Way. It's
Mm-hmm.
always that one situation that they left unchecked that comes out and presents to be a problem later on.
Yeah.
And I'm not asking you to humble yourself. I'm not asking you to apologize. I'm not asking you to rehash something. But I'm just telling you, as an intelligent black man,
Mm-hmm.
not to leave a situation open ended like this.
I got you. Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
that you could be sitting in your car and somebody run up on you and you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I got you. I got you.
Yeah. You want to sleep good, man.
No, I mean, like you said, intelligent black man. Like, obviously, the day after, like, the Brownsville and me wanted like all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Still, but I already spoke through various channels that it's water under the bridge. You know what I'm saying? So we're probably gonna meet up some other time.
Yeah.
And just meet up and just hash it out that way, and then that's it.
You know, I had this guy that used to work for me,
Mm-hmm.
and it turned into fisticuffs one day, you know, and like I came out my mouth one day, and he didn't back down. So you know, blows were thrown, and that was like the last time that we ever interacted. And in hindsight, I was at fault because I should have never came out my mouth
Right.
and started talking disrespectful, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as years went by, what I would do was whenever someone was looking for someone in that field, I would refer them to him,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that was my way of like letting it be known that there was no beef.
Yeah.
But like earlier this year, I realized, you know what? Let me just be a man and just call him up. And I called him up, and no apologies,
Yeah.
no amends, no, you know what I'm saying, no remorse, but just on some old, hey, black man, you know what I'm saying? Like, just wanted to reach out and let you know that there's no hostility between you and I.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, what happened, and there's nothing we can do to change it. But I
Right.
just want to let you know, I just wanted to iterate to you that going forward, there's, you know what I'm saying, there's no beef.
Got you.
You know?
Yep.
That's just me. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
that
Yeah.
makes sense. That's a lot of sense. That makes a
Let
lot
me
of
ask
sense.
you a question, Jude. Did he think when you said that to him? Did he think he had beef with you?
No, you know,
Was he even because let me say so. Ask you why, right? Because I went through a situation years ago. One of my good friends, and it's a whole story. But at the end, right, I was so mad. You know, we're in different states. We were supposed to meet up in Miami, and he didn't show up. But I was going there for his birthday, so we planned this whole thing, and he didn't show up, and so and it caused a lot of it caused an argument between me and my wife. At the time, she was my fiance, or girlfriend. And I remember for like 5 months, I didn't speak to this guy. And so when I called him, right, after me and my wife got engaged, I called him up and I said, yo, man, I just want to let you know that I forgive you. And like, and I'm not mad anymore. And same thing, like, yo, it's all good. One, water under the bridge, bro. We moving on. I'm engaged now. I'm happy. I'm good. And he was like, what are you talking about? I said, and I had to tell him. And so he was like, oh, yo, bro, I didn't show up, but I know you love Miami, so I just thought you were just gonna have a good time. I said, yo, bro, I was only going to Miami because it was your birthday. You were invited, and we had this whole thing planned, and you were paying for the hotel, and all of a sudden there was no hotel because you didn't show up. So now I'm stranded. No one picked me up at the airport. Like all the stuff that we had planned, you just MIA, and you don't have no problem with that? Like, and then so I said, you know what? I called, and so, but in his mind, he was just like, yo, Gene goes to Miami. He used to go to Miami every 2 weeks. So him going alone is not a big deal. I just didn't feel like going no more. And so, but this is what I'm saying. Like sometimes, man, we think we holding on to baggage, and the other person don't even know. The person's moving on in the life, and that's the thing about holding on to grudges, bro. Because a lot of times we hold on to stuff and we like, yo, man, this person did this to me, and the person's moving on with their life. And that's why I'm saying, like, we need to just grow up. And that's why I said I like the OG, my man Jude said, it's like, yo, you guys have to work it out, and not even no apologies and stuff like he said, but just say like, yo, look, bro, like, I know he's probably not holding on to it either. He's like, yo, oh well, like next event he's gonna be at that spot this Thursday, like tonight. You know what I mean? Yeah. Tonight he's there, bro, and they're gonna talk about it, and the people there are gonna be like, yo, remember last week you got a fight, man? You got choked out, dude. And he's gonna be like, yeah, man, he caught me, but I stuffed him at the end. You know what I mean? And they're gonna joke about it, and they're gonna take a shot. You know what I mean? And then so they're gonna go to work on Friday. Like, you see what I'm saying? And so, but it just, I love what you said, Jude. You know, I love what you said, bro, because it's real.
More true story. So, there was this shorty in high school, played me so dirty. Saying as young girls do. Right. You know what I'm saying? Who are not aware of what of how much power they have and how to wield that power. So she played me so dirty, and she actually changed the person that I am, because like I started moving, because I was innocent prior to that. Right. And I started moving very dirty and disrespectfully afterwards. Oh. And my whole outlook of women and how I move and it became, yo, F that B and this, that, the other, and you know what I'm saying, hard D and bubblegum is all you getting, and you know what I'm saying, all of that. Like, she brought that out of me. Right. Right. So fast forward, you know, like a million years later, I'm getting a friend request on Facebook, and now we're Facebook friends, and you know, like exchanging pleasantries and XYZ, this, that, the other. Right? Then I see her at a party, and I'm talking to her, and you know, a couple of days in, and I have a word with her. I was just like, yo, you know, I all these years I've been calling you the curse, right? Right, because like the curse is what you did to me, but the gift is what came out of it, about my confidence in XYZ and this, that, the other, right? Right. Then she's like, what are you talking about? Right? And I had to break it down. Remember, and you started messing with my boy and this, that, the other, and then I said my boy's name. I was like, I don't even remember that. So here I am. My life has been altered, and I've been holding on to this, and it's in the forefront of my mind decades and decades later. Right. You don't even remember any of this. Right.
See that?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So So it's just about that energy and like what we focus on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Gotta
saying?
let go, bro.
Yeah.
And the truth of the matter is this, you
Mhm.
know, I always tell somebody, if you want beef with somebody,
Yeah.
focus on your differences.
Right.
If you want an ally, a brother, and a friend,
Hmm.
focus on what you got in common,
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
right? Like I don't know you from a hole in the wall, but you's a positive dude. You're in the gentleman's you're part of the gentleman's factory. You know, you play poker. You know, you're on social media. It's like all of this stuff are stuff that we have in common.
Right.
So you my man.
Hey, there you go. Appreciate it. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
He makes custom suits too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. I make custom suits.
Yeah. You know, I could focus on. Yo, I don't like that dude hat. Yo, I ain't messing with him.
Yeah. That's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying?
Yeah.
Like I could do that, but
Yeah.
it's like we choose to focus on what we have in common.
Right. Right.
Even even with situations where it could be a beef situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Middle East,
Uh-huh.
the Middle East right now, all the craziness is going on in the Middle East is because they're focused on their differences,
That's a fact.
right? But
Mm.
the truth of the matter is, all them dudes out there who are dying on either side of the Gaza Strip, either side, they all love their families. They all just want to come home, have a drink, and make love to their woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They want better for their children.
Mm-hmm.
They want peace. They don't
Mm-hmm.
like that's what you need to focus on. What you and the next man have in common.
Right.
You know, that's just my philosophy.
No,
Yo, bro.
dope.
When you running for office, bro. Yeah.
Yo,
You got my vote, bro.
bro,
You can go to the UN tomorrow.
yo, the truth of the matter is, like I considered it. I considered it, and it's just not real enough, you know, because like you know, I have the nonprofit, so I deal with a lot of politicians,
Mm-hmm.
and I I just it just doesn't resonate with me where you say one thing and do another,
Yeah. Yeah.
or or um or you say you're gonna, you know, like moving, like everything is a chess is a move on a chessboard.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's just not me. Which
Yeah, that's a fact.
which we go right back to integrity,
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
which is paramount.
Yeah. Hold on, real quick. I don't want nobody to think that I didn't let it go. Like I've been let it go. I just thought that it would make great content for the show.
No.
So you know what I'm saying? That's about it.
So tell me
Okay.
about the bro. This this is my first time. Tell me
Oh,
about
so this is Cuzin Jeff Talks, right? So so I'm from originally from Augusta, Georgia. So when I moved to New York, everybody in the hood was like, "Oh, Cousin Jeff, Cousin Jeff." So that was my little persona or nickname. Also, people would call me Fresh or whatever, but you know that was one of the names that people was calling me. And so I come up with Cuzin Jeff Talks because I want to discuss like different issues as far as, you know, business is concerned, as far as the mindset, not only the mindset, but like practical application for entrepreneurship. And it's just different other, you know, topics like, you know, mental health, things that's going on in the United States. Like, for example, I think we talked about holding yourself accountable, right? So a few weeks back, the young guy in the NBA got the Instagram girl pregnant.
it.
So the big debate that we had was like, is it his fault or is it the girl's fault? You know what I'm saying? So kind of went back and forth on that. So things like that, like little commentary on popular events that's going on.
It's his fault. From
Thank you.
at the end of the day, the only way to be successful if you take full responsibility. Because check this out.
Yep.
Like,
Do you know the story I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Okay, okay. All right, go ahead, go ahead.
But like, if like I have, I run construction crews, right? So I have if I have a guy that's putting up a $30 square foot tile, right? And he ruins $30 square foot tile by applying it incorrectly. Whose fault is that?
Yours.
Yours, because you hired him.
It's my fault because I hired him. I didn't supervise
You
him.
shouldn't supervise him.
I didn't give him proper direction, so I have to take accountability for that.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
yeah. And my analogy was, because what happened was the girl has documentation basically online about how to trap an NBA player.
okay.
Right? So it's out there. She's already talked about it. So fast forward, he wound up getting her pregnant, and they got married. And like as soon as the baby was born, divorce. So now he got to pay child support and all that shit. And my analogy with that was like, listen, if I told you 1,000 times, do not go into East New York projects, right? I keep telling you, or Marcy projects, if you don't know nobody over there, don't go over there. And you go over there and you get robbed, whose fault is it? Is it yours or the robber? Like it can't be the robber because the robber did what he's supposed to do. He robbed you, right? Yeah. So it's your fault for going over there. Like, so that was my argument. So, but I definitely 100% agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, like the only way to truly be successful is to put it on your shoulders.
Yeah.
And every morning, you know that every decision that you make, that you're responsible and accountable for.
Yeah, yeah.
So that way it leaves no room. It leaves no room for failure.
Right.
Because
right.
you choose who you associate with. You choose which route to take. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I'm late. I'm late because there's traffic. No, you're not late because there's traffic. You're late because you went that way. You're late because you didn't.
You left later.
You know what I'm saying? You're late because you planned poorly.
Yep. Yep.
You know.
And I think we're in the age of where nobody wants to be accountable. Everybody wants to blame some. You know what I mean? Somebody else. Huh?
Blame mom, blame white people, blame the Republicans, blame Trump.
Yeah, yeah,
you know yeah. Blame the education system.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things
it's easier to point out, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's no one wants to blame themselves, bro. Like nobody.
Yeah.
You know, and so the only people who blame themselves are the 1%. You know, we did it, so it's my fault. Yeah, I take it, and then so that's why they win. You know.
Yeah.
But you know what too? There are people out there who make money off of knowing that people blame other people.
Of course.
You know, and they capitalize off of that.
One of the key things that I always tell people is that someone out there, as a poker player, you should know this. Someone out there is winning with the hand you threw in.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? Someone is just playing that hand better than you did.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yo, yeah. Jude got the jewels, bro.
So that 2 and that 8 that you got.
Yeah, that I threw in.
That you threw.
I don't need that.
Somebody's walking away with the pot on that.
Right, that's a fact. Yeah.
You know, someone is winning with less.
Yeah.
So the only thing that's going to differentiate you is your effort and your willingness to see it all the way through.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. There you go.
You're right.
Right.
You're right. One of my favorite memes is you ever seen this meme, Jude? It's the meme where you see the two guys in the gold mine, the diamond mine, and they're like, or one person's like moving back, like they like one hit away from the diamonds, and he's turning around, and then the other guy, you see him like going faster and faster, but he's like, you know. And so I always think about that with like business. You know what I mean? I'm like, you're one hit away from a contract, a city contract, a state contract. You know, you're one thing away from that deal that you want, right?
Phone call,
and one
email,
phone call away, one text.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what happened the other day, bro? So super crazy. Like, it was mad random. So last week, one of my homegirls, she was driving on Marcus Garvey, and she was like, yo, Gene, it's my birthday. So I said, yo, it's your birthday? Hold on one second. I got a bottle for you. So I walk out. I said, Park, pull over. So she pulls over. I go in my office, grab a bottle. I grab a bottle, come outside, give it to her. She puts me on her Instagram, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. So I guess now I'm on top of her mind. So the first day of school comes, Monday, matter of fact. Monday comes, and my neighbor in Bed-Stuy sends me a text. Yo, I know you were connected with a lot of people. I'm looking for child transportation to go from Bed-Stuy to Clinton Hills. So I said, I don't know nobody that does that, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, no problem. I said, but I didn't say no. I said, I'll look around for you. And so now I'm trying to think of who I could ask. And I was like, oh, I could ask some people. But then I got busy with my day, right? Then randomly, the same girl that I gave the bottle to contacts me that night and says, hey, Gene, I just started a new business. It's transportation business for kids to go to school. Do you have anybody? So first thing I said was, no, I don't. Right?
Right.
Because it was the truth. Because the first thought, I was like, nah, my son is homeschooled. I was thinking about me first. But then I thought about the first text I got in the morning, because this is like at night. So I'm already dealing with all my stuff and planning for the next day. I'm off of what he just texted me at 7 a.m. And I contacted her back, and I said, wait, can you bring a kid from Bed-Stuy to Clinton Hill? She's like, absolutely. So I said, all right, I'm going to put you guys in a group chat. I put them in a group chat that night on Monday night. Tuesday, they already signed a deal, and they both thanked me. So I look like the great guy, right? And so, but it was interesting because closed mouths don't get fed, number one. You never know who you got to call. You never know what relationship. You see what I'm saying? Like, some people might think, oh, Gene's the real estate guy. Like, what does he know about transportation? But I had a person that just started a transportation business that I just did something nice to. So now it became top of mind. So she was like, yo, you know what? Gene's a business owner. Let me call him.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now it just so happened that happened. But if I was in that mind and I'm knocking away, or she was knocking away, I was that last hit for her, or that first hit for her.
Right.
And that guy that she's helping out, he's really connected with a lot of people on my block. Right. So when she starts doing well for him, that means my whole block is going to use her. Right. You know? And so, and Bed-Stuy is really, really tight with their kids. Right. And so when you start becoming that part of that Bed-Stuy parent association, bro, it's a wrap. Yeah. You know? So God bless, man. Shout out to Tisha. But yeah, man. So, and Jude, I know, has plenty of those stories, man. Like the one phone calls, like, you know, but it's just
one phone call life.
Yeah, one phone call, bro. Like, you know, and it's interesting, man, but it goes all to the integrity, because nobody would call you if they didn't think you were a person of integrity. Correct. They don't want to deal with people around you. Like, it's crazy, right? Because we're having the same conversation, but the opposite. And I was in the car earlier, and the guy I dropped off was saying, yo, man, you know, Boss's Day is coming up. And it's so sad because this mutual client of ours, he's like, yo, none of his staff is probably going to celebrate him as a good boss because everybody talks bad about him. And I was like, and he was like, what can he do to do things different? And I said, well, The one thing he could do is if he says something, he can't just say things to appease people. He has to say things and actually take action on it. He
Right.
has to say what he has to do what he's saying. He can't just say stuff just to shut you up. He can't
Right.
just say stuff, yo, Jude, you know what? Yeah, you're getting your check on Thursday, Jude. Yeah, no problem. Knowing that he's not paying Jude on Thursday, he's paying him on Monday, the following week. So Jude already planned, like, all right, I'm getting paid on Thursday.
Yeah.
I have to do this on Friday. And then all of a sudden, he budgeted. And then now all of a sudden on Thursday, he's MIA. Friday, he's MIA. The weekend, he turns off his phone. And then Monday, he's like, oh, yo, Jude, your check is here.
Right.
Yo, bro, I needed it 4 days ago.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so that energy just keeps translating. And so now Jude's going to leave and he's going to go and tell Jeff and Gene, yo, this is what happened. And I don't like him. And all of a sudden the name gets ruined, you know? And so this happened 3 times where I heard in this week alone, and it's only Thursday, that I heard bad things about this guy. So now, as a man of integrity, tomorrow I plan on having a one-on-one conversation with him. Not on no like, yo, man, this is what's going on, but just like, yo, bro, are you okay?
Yeah.
Because like, there's a reason. Maybe you're stressed. Maybe he's stressed. Like, running $1 million business is not easy. And sometimes I know you probably can't keep everything, but yo, at least try.
Yeah.
You know what
I mean? You know what he need? You know what he need, bro?
He need a conversation with Jude.
Nah, he need a faith ground inspired planner, man. So he won't forget.
That's true. That's true, bro.
Yeah,
he does need a planner.
Yo,
yeah,
fellas, it was so great being on with you. Yo, Jeff.
Yes, sir.
We gotta get I want to get one of your poker games popping off at the Brooklyn Bank. So
let's do it.
It'd feel great to get some brothers together and just just like chill and network and vibe and stuff like that.
Cool, because I got the tables. I got the tables.
Jude, just to let you know what kind of dude this is. That day that we're talking about, that event we canceled. He donated, and I told him, we're not doing it. He came to the event. He said, yo, Gene, you want me to, because I was like, yo, I'm gonna stand in front of the venue. He said, look, I'm gonna come stand with you. So he legit stayed with me for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Nice.
And so that's the type of dude he is, bro. He's a good guy, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
I'm gonna follow you and DM you, bro.
All right, cool. Thank you. Yeah, because listen, I was like, yo, I know if G need to back up or nothing. I was like, yo, I'm on the way. You know?
I was good, bro. I got Jesus.
Yeah.
Yo, show Jude your planner, bro.
Oh,
Before you leave.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, it's used. It's beat up already. I use it all the time.
What do you call it? I gotta get on the A list and get one of those.
I got you.
Yeah, bro. Bro, you know
he got you. He got you.
All right. Yeah,
all right.
It's great talk. It's great talking with you. And again, let's build.
All right, nice to meet you as well, brother.
All right, brother.
I'll talk to you soon.
Later.
All right, peace.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, man. The whole, being a good businessman, bro, I know it's a lot of stress and a lot of I heard something very sad today, bro. Like one of my neighbors lost his building today in auction. Yeah, we'll talk about that. But like, it didn't have to go down, bro.
Yeah.
But pride, ego got in the way, bro. And it's a person I see every day, and I'm like, yo, you good? You need help? Like, I know.
Yeah.
The situation's coming, bro. I was like, yo, we could help. We could keep this amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I'm good. I got it. Everything's good. Nothing's going to happen. But yo, bro, everything has its time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, he's been fighting this fight for 10 years, and he thought he was going to get away for a longer time.
Right.
And today was it. Today was it, man.
Yeah.
And it's very sad, bro. And it was interesting, man, because today I saw a lot of the people in his circle, and I was like, "What's going on? Like,
Yeah,
why
yeah,
is, you know what I mean?"
yeah, yeah.
And then the guy who bought it came to say hi to me.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, he came, he was like, I guess he drove by his, his new possession, and he was just
yeah.
like, "Yo, I just wanted to say hi. We're neighbors." Like, I was like,
Right.
"Word?" I was like, "You?" He's like, "Yeah."
Huh.
And I was like,
Oh, I know
"Whoa,
you. I
yo!"
think I know exactly what you talk about too.
I felt like crying, man.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean? Like, I was
yeah.
like, "Damn, bro! Like, this didn't
That's
have to go down like this, bro."
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Now I got this guy, talking to me and stuff, and it's whatever. But yo, people talk about real estate and getting to real estate, but they don't understand, bro. Like, when you get into real estate, it's bigger than just rent, and you got to be able to pay the mortgage. You got to
yeah.
be able to fix it. You got to be able to deal with tenants. You got to be able to deal with the problems that come along with it. You got to
Right.
pay taxes. You got to pay insurance. You got to
Yeah,
pay like maintenance. You got to pay for upgrades. Like, you know what I'm saying? Repairs,
yeah.
sudden repairs, and like, people don't think about those things. And
You know,
and I know everybody wants to sell a course, and everybody wants to sell classes and tell people how to get this American dream, but the American dream of real estate is not as easy as
right,
people make it seem.
right.
And so when you get into this, it's very hurtful to and sad to see a black man try to build a legacy and fight for his family and try to build this thing, and he loses it like this.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, it's gone. You know what I mean? And then
yeah.
and then the guy, the new owner, bro, like, he legit was like, "Yo, man, he could buy it back from me."
At a markup,
Yo, bro, straight up,
crazy
he could buy.
markup, right?
He was like, "Yo, he could buy it back from me." He said, "It's no big deal. Like, I
Yeah.
don't care. If not," he said, "Yo, if not, I'll flip it to someone else." And I looked at him like,
Damn.
"Yo, they don't care, bro.
They don't give a fuck. Either they
They don't,
don't know, don't show. I don't give a fuck.
yo, bro,
But
they don't care, bro."
yeah,
But anyway, but once again, man, it's all integrity. It's
yeah,
all like, just do good business, bro. Like, if you do good business, like, I appreciate you, man, because I remember a story for you, an integrity story, right? You had a client that uh the suit didn't work out, and you went out your way to get it done,
yeah,
to fix that and remedy that problem.
yeah,
And I think that shows the character and the person, like, understanding, like, "Yo, man, I really want to build this business in the right way
right.
and do the right thing." And
But look, I learned that. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna say this publicly. I learned that from you, because and that's the thing. Like, if I was around you and you was a sleazeball, I'll probably be a sleazeball too. I'm gonna keep it
yeah,
real with you,
yeah,
because
yeah,
who you around and the people you look up to, if
yeah,
you're gonna mirror, you're gonna mirror what they do, bro. I'm telling you,
yeah,
that's what it is.
yeah.
So,
No, I appreciate that.
so you know, but
Yeah,
man,
no, that's a
great.
fact. Lee Flex, you're right, man. Capitalism, bro.
Yeah,
That's true. No, it's true,
doesn't
bro.
have a heart. Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right. Like, I mean, funny enough, right?
Mhm.
We all, when we buy, as an investor myself, like,
Mhm.
when we buy property, we buy a property from somebody who's losing it, or we buy property from somebody that's giving it up, that probably doesn't want to give it up.
Right.
So, but it just so happened that this one was, like, legit in my face, like,
Right.
so I know the fight. I know, like, they were trying, and COVID fucking killed them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Killed them, like, in their business, killed them.
Yeah.
And with this new mandate with the vaccines, and you know what I'm saying, like, everybody has to be vaccinated or proof of vaccine or whatever to enter a restaurant, like, that killed them again. Like, as soon as
Yeah.
they started getting a little foot,
Mhm.
boom, and
Yeah.
that's it, bro.
Yeah.
And so but anyway, so overall, it's just about doing the right thing, man. Like, that's why my first book is Do Right, Do Good.
Mhm.
those are the 8 principles I've lived by in that book. You know, just doing the right thing by people, but you have to grind. You know,
Right.
faith, grind, inspired is the same thing, that mindset. Faith in yourself, believe in yourself, just have that belief,
Right.
but also live with gratitude.
Yeah.
And start off your day with gratitude. And that's why in the planner, we talk about that. It's like, yo, first thing you do, as soon as you wake up, as soon as you start writing your planner, what am I grateful for? Then you have to put in the work. You have to grind, of course,
Yeah.
right? But while you grinding doesn't mean doing bad by people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Shitting on people,
Yep.
putting people down. You have to lift people up. You know what I'm saying? Like the plumbers today, right? So today I actually was crazy because today was an interesting day, and I called you earlier. Well, actually, you called me. And you said, yo, Gene, you okay? I just wanted to check up on you for the live tonight, making sure you're still good for the night. And I was like, yo, bro, today's a weird day because today I was dealing with contractors, carpenters, painters, plumbers, right? All in the same day. And different people for different jobs for different properties. But I dealt with all of them today. And the plumber saw me parking to come to him, and he said, and he saw like a couple people like waving me and saying what up, and when I walked to him, he said, yo man, when I grow up, bro, I want to be like you. He said, yo, while we're sitting here, we were sitting on your step waiting for you, he was like, you know how many people came up and said, oh, is Gene around? Like, why are you sitting on his steps? Like, you can't, you know what I mean? You can't sit here. You know what I mean? Like, and he was like, yo, he's never seen that. So it's funny because I respect the neighborhood. And so people watch out for people who will look out for them.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And it's, again, integrity. A person of, I pride myself in that, man. Like, just doing the right thing, bro. Like, a lady was like, coming out of the Uber as I'm rushing to leave this morning, right?
Yeah.
And I've never seen this lady before. So she pulls up out the Uber, and she's older, and the Uber driver, like, takes her bags out the trunk to go. You know what I mean? So he takes her bags out, and I realized she had a suitcase and like 2 bags. And I was like, this little lady can't carry all this stuff. Yeah. But I gotta go. I gotta go because I don't want to be late. So I walk up to them, and I was like, hey, I walk up to her and I was like, oh, can I help you? And she paused for a second. I didn't have a mask on, and I was like, yo, can I help you? Where are you going? Which house are you going to? So she actually goes to my neighbor's house, 2 doors down, and it was my neighbor's mom. Oh. So when I ring the bell and she sees me helping her mom, she was like, yo, this dude is like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, but as soon as she opened the door, I gave her the bags. I was like, all right, take care. I got to go. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But the 2 seconds of just being a good person, like helping your neighbor, helping someone you see in need, and that to me is just way better than how much money you make. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like a person like that, that's why I fuck with Jude and I deal with Jude, because Jude stopped what we were doing to give back to Haiti. Right? We're in the middle of fundraising, and this guy stops what we're doing to fundraise for people. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I love that. And I helped him, and I was, we champion that. And that's what we need to champion. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, people are championing the people who make the most money or driving the Lambos. But help the people who are doing right in the community. Right? Yeah. All you see I don't watch the news anymore. Because every day is like, yo, this person shot this person did this person that did. And if you look at that, you'll never come outside. Right. You know what I'm saying? But they need to start promoting the people who are doing right in the community. The people who are, because if you lift up people, maybe they'll stop doing the violence, man. But if you keep showing violence, they're like, yo, screw it, man. Like, we have nothing else to do. There you go. Fuck it, man. Like, I'm taking your shit. Also Mad Max shit, for real. Yeah, like, Mad Max. Yeah, bro. If they feel like they're in a war zone,
people are gonna they're gonna prepare themselves for war. Like that's just what it is,
bro.
Is what I'm saying? So
We're
yeah,
not
man.
in war.
So real quick,
Like,
before we get up out of here, I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
So, because we know for like you and I've been doing this for a little. Well, you've been longer than me, obviously, but we know that we can't please everybody, right? So, real quick, my daughter's calling me. Hold on, real quick.
Go ahead. I'll
Close
test the
that
people.
Hold on.
So, do any of you guys have a question while he tends to his daughter? But yeah, you know, I just feel like,
Okay,
you know,
here we go.
oh, go ahead.
Okay, so
I
real
was trying
quick.
to entertain them real quick.
Now, I forget. So, have you ever, based off of a client's expectations, right? Have you ever decided not to work with a client because you knew it was gonna be a problem? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, listen.
Yeah.
Having ACA branding for almost 14 years, the biggest thing I've learned is the word no. Firing or not accepting a client. Telling them that, yo, my book of business is, I can't handle you. Because there's sometimes, it's not about, it might be difficult clients.
Right.
You might hear about certain people that don't want to pay you. You know, there's certain clients that I get that, you know, they always want to Jew you down, you know, or they want to negotiate you down to like bare bones. I know. And
Jesus
then
Christ.
So they always want to take everything from you, take all the meat off the bones, and then say, okay, now I can do business with you. But it's not worth it for me no more. I didn't get into business to not make profit. You see what I'm saying? Like, I have to feed my family too. And so of course, man, you can't be in business. You can't please everybody.
Right.
You can't take every client on. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you became an entrepreneur is clear. Like, yo, I want to make the rules for me. I want to do what I want to sleep good at night. So I'm only going to take the clients that help me get to the next level. But at the same time, I'm going to do right by them, of course. But I also want to make sure that my team, everybody that's working on a project, like some clients, I'll tell them straight up, oh, we don't design. So we can't take any design clients. So we can handle the print job, but we're not designing for you. So you can if you find a designer that will design your cards or design your artwork or whatever, you come back to us with the final, here's the specs, the print, and we'll print the job for you, but we're not designing it for you.
Gotcha.
Because I already know. I already know.
Yeah.
So that eliminates the problem. And I have clients like that all they do is send me the print work, and our relationship is perfect.
Gotcha.
But I know if it was the opposite way, if they were like, no, I don't have a design, I want you guys to design it, I'll say, you know, respectfully, we decline, and we can't handle that right now.
Gotcha. So before we get up out of here, I want everybody to know when he said that my initials is JEW.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. I'm a harsh negotiator, so he knows that. So my initials is JEW, in case anybody want to know.
Yeah, no, I was talking about you, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Because you be doing that to me.
Yeah.
That's our little inside joke in the office, you know?
That's what's up. Yo, brother, I want to thank you. I want to appreciate you. And I wouldn't even know Jude if it wasn't for you. So, you know, we see the power of community. We see the power of networking. We see the power of doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't think highly of me, you wouldn't have been on here, and you wouldn't even invited Jude on here. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the power of having integrity and keeping people around you who have integrity. You know what I'm saying? And because you called me out on something. Well, you figured I did something that was left, And you called me out on it earlier this week or last week or whatever it was. It was a miscommunication, but I'm glad you called me out on it regardless, either way. You know what I'm saying?
And I spoke to him today, actually, yesterday,
right.
about that. And he's gonna, you know, he was a little in his feelings too. So because he was like, yo, man, like, and I said, yo, give my man another try. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like,
so real quick. So everybody, I was supposed to get my house painted, right? And so I got I know a guy through Gene that was supposed to come and paint it. So the day before he's supposed to paint it, I go with my my other guy to Atlantic City, right? So the painter texts me. He's like, oh, what time should I show up? I text him. I say, I'm out of town right now. Now, matter of fact, let me back up. So this is weeks of planning this. This is weeks of kind of going back and forth and scheduling, and you know, it's not right for me, it's not right for him. So we're scheduling, blah blah blah. And I had spent the money I was supposed to get the painting on something else real quick, blah blah blah, all type of stuff. So now is the time. It's time to go, right? Time to go. And I tell him, listen, I'm out of town, and I don't know what time I'm going to be back. So, and now when Gene tells me the story back to what I meant was, I was coming back in the morning. I didn't know what time I was going to come back. That's what I meant. I didn't mean like, I didn't know I was going to come back like in a week or so, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So that's probably how he took it. And I realized it was a miscommunication on my part, because I don't know what I was thinking. Because I was tired, bro. It was, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we was up till like, we didn't leave Atlantic City till 4 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So either way, I want to thank you for holding me accountable and keep on doing it, brother. I appreciate you.
No, absolutely, man. I appreciate you for doing this and inviting me on.
Thanks.
And talking about boss talk, you know, like, cause yo, man, but you know, it's funny, man, because when we talk about, I remember an argument I built a wall in my office,
right?
Because one of my former partners were like, I'm a boss and I'm gonna do this, and I was like, you a boss? Let me show you what a boss can do. And I was like, yo, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna build the wall too. I said, you ain't building nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I said, yo, you can't do nothing in here because you're not the boss. Like, you know what I mean? And sometimes you like Jude said, you have to talk their language. You know what I'm saying? I'm bilingual. Actually, I'm trilingual. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, man. So thank you, bro. Thank you so much, man. And
anytime.
Salute to everybody. I see Paris on here. Paris is an entrepreneur too.
Nice.
Yeah, bro. And she in Bed-Stuy.
Okay.
Yeah, and BK Yoga. Yeah, BK
Yoga.
Yeah, that's her. They got a whole bro. And she actually did a campaign with Nike.
Nice.
Yeah, bro. So shout out to Paris and her partners, man. Like and I see my man International King. He's a chef in Hawaii. Yeah, bro. International King JKC.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a chef in Hawaii, bro, from Brooklyn too. So I mean, there's a lot of good people, man. Like, I mean, yo, the world is full with good people, bro. We just need to continue to use your platform, Faith Ground Inspire, to highlight these people and show the world, fill the world with love, and just know that you could do good business, make money. I love capitalism, bro, and but you could do it in the right way, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Without killing and hurting people, you know what I mean? Like you might not make billions and billions of dollars, but you could do it in a way where you can sustain and provide jobs and just live a decent life, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's whatever, man. Yo, Sunday, you watching Billions? You coming through?
Yeah, we come through.
Yeah, because Bo is coming through too.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, so come through, man.
All right.
Let's watch some Billions.
All right, cool. That's my guy right there. All right, peace out, brother. Thank you.
All right, peace, man.